this chapter, which is Internet Online Surfing. And in this chapter, we are going to learn this popular internet services, potential threat while using the internet, netiquette, email and its feature, attaching a file, replying and forwarding email, adding signature, managing contacts, and logout or sign out. These are all the things we are going to discuss in this video. So let's start. So in this chapter, first of all, we will going to learn the popular internet services. So we know that the full form of internet is international network, and by the help of internet we are connecting the whole world. So the popular internet services which provided by the internet, which is email. You are very familiar with email, that email is facilitates in sending a message and files such as pictures, song, videos, etc. When you want to share your images, pictures, song, videos, whatever the things you want to share with multiple peoples at the same time, you also can share by the help of this email. So this email services is very more important and you are familiar with it. Now the next service is online chatting. You know that WhatsApp is a very most useful app. By the help of this we can just chat with one person to another around the world. We can just contact and we can chat with him or her. Okay, so online chatting, it should allow user to send instant messages back and forth. It means you can send to others and someone send to you. So it is called back and forth to each others. We can do chatting by instant messenger like chat websites, chat room, etc. These are the services which provided by the internet also. Now the next thing is video conferencing. You can chat by the help of the video also. So it is communicate by exchanging the video and audio at the same time. Next one is e-learning. In this pandemic situation, as you know that we have studied at home and we are making the video and we are taking the online classes. So these are the things are considered as a e-learning. So e-learning with the use of technology that enables people to learn anytime in anywhere. So this service is also provided by the internet. So the next thing is internet free call. You know that when you call to someone, it will take some charges by the provider. So in internet you can just make a call free of cost. So it is very helpful for us. So by the help of some just like Skype, WhatsApp and Vibers and any other apps like WhatsApp, Skype, Viber, these are the apps help you to call by the help of the internet free of cost. So this is very helpful. So the next service is e-group. We have a WhatsApp group, and suppose we have a WhatsApp group of class 5th. So that this is a virtual meeting, same interest field of people are situated there. So in the class 5th, all the students of class 5th are there in that group. Okay, and in the class 6 there is a class 6 students are there in that group. So same interest of the peoples are belongs to that group. So these are the groups are belongs to e group. These are the groups are known as e group, and we have already made the group in WhatsApp also. So this is so this services is also provided by the internet. Now social networking. So what is social networking? Social networking, when we interact with the social things like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, these are the things in which we can just interact with each others, sharing pictures, sharing thoughts, sharing videos, so that we can interact with someone's other around the world. It is very helpful to share interest, activities, real life connection, etc. And some example of social networking sites are Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. These are the services are also provided by the internet also. Now the next thing is internet TV. Now we also can watch the TV by the help of the internet also. So how can we watch the TV by the help of the internet? So we can use Netflix, Hotstar, Sony Live, and by these apps we can just connect a TV in our smartphone. And also internet TV is a service provided by the internet. Next one is internet radio. You know that every city, every country every place has a radio station. So if you want to catch the frequency of particular radio station, you have to go there and just catch the radio station, radio frequency. So you can just catch the radio frequency around the world by the help of the internet. The next one is potential threat while using the internet. Okay, you know that in our internet there are some security issue, like when we are using any of the website, it maybe some viruses are active in that website, so it will just come in our PC or desktop or laptop. Okay, so that it can harm our PC, our data. These are the harmful things are known as threat of the computer. So it is just potential threat while using the internet. So we have to be aware, once you are using the internet, you have to remove all these threat. So threat, which mean it is a possible every computer is in danger to security, and these threat are virus, malicious code which harm your device and steal your data. So to protect our steal of data, we have to use antivirus. Okay, so let's talk about these threats. So these threats are malware. Okay, the first one is malware. So malware, which mean malicious software like worm and Trojan horses, and it behaves like scareware, generates a pop-up message that trick the user and result in downloading the malicious program, and this type of program can steal your data. So you have to aware of these thing. These are the threats. You must have to install the antivirus to remove these malicious code like malware. Now the next one is virus. You know students, what is the full form of virus? The full form of virus is vital information resource under siege. So this program which is also steal, corrupt or destroy your data. So it is very harmful for your PC. The next one is Trojan. So this is a malicious program. It is an executable file, will install itself and run automatically once it is downloaded, and it is ability to hide from antivirus, but it cannot replicate themselves. Replicate, which means duplicate. It cannot duplicate by its own. Now next threat is worm. So worm is unlike a virus, and it attacks a computer on its own without attaching itself to file or a program. It consumes system memory so that your system can slow. So you have to install the antivirus to remove these worms. Computer will run fast, otherwise your computer will be slow if you will not going to install the antivirus. Next one is keylogger. Keylogger is made to steal our data. What does this keylogger do? So it is a program which record every keystroke when user press any key of the keyboard, and it can steal your password, your sensitive information like credential of your bank, anything it can steal by the help of this keylogger. So it is very harmful threat also. So next one is cookies. Cookies is made in the web browser. Okay, so it is a text message given in the web browser by the web server. Hackers can use these cookies to gain access to the user's sensitive information, which can be misused to commit further crime. So we must have to aware about cookies, so hackers does not take our data by the help of these cookies. So we always have to clear our history in web browser. So next one is spyware. As the name suggests, that spy, which means secretly collect our information, and it can collect our information about an online users. It monitor the surfing habits so that it can steal our password, it can steal our sensitive information. So it is also a very harmful threat for us. Next is spamming. Spamming, which means fraud. Okay, so email spamming involves sending unwanted messages or undesirable advertisement to large number of recipients, and And spam is a serious security threat, and it can be used to deliver email that could malicious software. And you know that a malicious software can steal your data, steal your sensitive information. So you must have to aware of this spamming type of file. So spanning types of file, which mean once you are opening the any of web page and you see that any attractive advertisement, you does not have to click. If you will click on that pop-up, the virus and the spamming files will get active in your PC, and it can steal your information. It can steal your sensitive information, so you must have to aware of it. Now scareware, I have told you, it can generate a pop-up all the time when you opening a web browser or any surfing you will do. It will automatically pop up, it can generate the pop-up, so that will affect your PC. So your PC going slow, not going to clean. This is scareware. So it trick the user to click on the link, and once the user clicked on that link, it get trapped. Okay, now the next one is ransomware. So it is related to scareware, and it is also do the fraud, and it is doing the fraud with the next level. Okay, what does it do? It just kidnap your data. It means it just steal your data and ask for money, and if you will give the money to him or her, hacker, so the hacker, what we will do, the hacker will return your data. Otherwise he or she hackers will say that I will remove your data, and if you will not give money to him or her hacker, the data can be deleted. Okay, by the next topic is netiquette. So the netiquette is made up of two words, which is net which mean internet, and etiquette which mean good manner. Okay, so the set of rule that governs the behavior of user communication online. It simply means that you should adhere to same standard of behavior online that follow in the real life. You are studying in the school and you follow the rule, as the same you have to follow the rule in internet also. Okay, so what that rule I will discuss further. So now you have to follow these all the rules that I am going to tell you. You have to follow in the email, you have to follow in the forum, you have to follow in the blog, you have to follow that rule in social networking sites. What is that rule? So let's discuss about that rule of netiquette. So you have to use your proper salutation and signature. Salutation, which means greeting, hi, hello, you can say, but you have not hurt someone. So it is just it is used just you have to use the proper salutation and the signature, which means at the last you can write your name. It is a signature. So you have to use the proper salutation and signature. And if you are writing an email, you have to just write the subject line also. Okay, and keep the message concise. If you are writing any message, you have to use the concise message. Concise, which means short. You can write the short message to others so that anyone can read easily. Be respectful, avoid sarcasm, which means insulting. You should not do insulting to others, and always give respect in internet, okay, to anyone else. When you are chatting, if you are using the social media site, respect other privacy. If someone is hiding the password, don't try to hack that password, don't try to guess that password. So it is also a good manner once you are giving respect of any other privacy. Okay, do not check any other personal information in social media site. So this is also a rule of netiquette. Now obey copyright law. Suppose that anyone is sending any of the message, and you just copy that message and send to other. So these are called the copyright. So anyone has written the word by their own, and you have just copied it and send it to the others. So this is the bad manner in internet. So you just have to follow this rule of netiquette. Do not indulge in spamming. You know that we have already understand the several thread we have seen in internet. So you does not have to be the types of that spamming, so that anyone can use the internet properly. So use appropriate language. Use appropriate language, which mean be polite and courteous to everyone. Always give respect to others, and always give respect to other privacy. Now this use appropriate language. Now the next one is use appropriate emoticons and acronym, which means short form of word. So, let's suppose someone is writing good night like GN. Okay, someone is writing LOL, it means laugh out loud. Okay, so emoticons and acronyms you must have to use correctly or properly, we can say. And if you are not using properly emoticons or acronyms, someone can hurt. So you just have to follow these all rules, and you have to follow as you follow in the school. Okay, so now next thing is, do not reveal sensitive information. Suppose if you are using the internet and you can find a form, and in that form it is asking for the password. You does not have to enter the password, your OTP, your password, your credit card number, your debit card number. You does not have to share to anyone. These are your sensitive information. Your name, your date of birth, your anything, your personal information, do not share to anyone. This is the rule of internet, that don't release sensitive information online. Next one is be tolerant and careful. Always hear and respect other people's ideas. Suppose that someone is giving the idea, and you just troll to someone. It is the bad manner in the internet. You just have to respect and hear others people thought. Now next one is email and its feature. We are going to learn about email and its features. So we can communicate millions of computers by whole of the world by the help of internet, and a very most popular in the communication is email. So once you are sending the messages, once you want to send the images, once you want to send the videos, anything, whatever the things you want to share, you always use email. So email is very important for us, so in which we can send our messages. Okay, so the full form of email is electronic mail. Full form of email is electronic mail, and we can attach photos, videos, important data along with our messages. Okay, so to use the email facility, first we have to create our email account. The popular site which will provide the email services, that is www.gmail.com, www.yahoo.com, and www.rediffmail.com. These are the websites which provide us to create the email account. Okay, so by created your email account, you are able to send the messages by the help of this email services. The email is look like this. Okay, so here is written janesmith@email.com. So Jane Smith is called the username, because it is the user which is using this email address. Okay, so this one is email.com. This email.com is known as domain. So what is a domain? Domain is the server in which that email is providing. Suppose that Gmail is there. We are creating our account, we are creating our email account in the Gmail. So in the email.com, here it is written gmail.com. Why? Because it is domain, it is a server in which we are creating our account, and my account name is Jane Smith, and whatever the name you want to give, you can give. Next one is how to create an email. So here you can see, once you will go to the www.gmail.com, you can find a create your Gmail account option. Once you have clicked that create your Gmail account, you have find this form. Here you will write your first name, here you will write the last name, and here you will give the username that I have shown you, that Jane Smith over there. Okay, so you have to write your username, whatever the username is there, and if you will write, even if does not exist that username, or it is has already been taken, so you can use the another one the name it will suggest at the bottom side of this username. Now you can give your password, and you have to write that password 2 times. First one is the first password, and then you will write the password again here, the same password that you have entered in the first box. Now click on this next option, and your email will be created. Your email will be created, and by the help of this you can create your email account. Now creating an email account we have understand. Now once you have created this email account, you can see this interface, and this interface will show. And in this interface, if you want to share some messages, so here you can find this compose option. So once you will click on this compose option, you will find this dialog box, and in this dialog box you can find this to subject, and this is the body, and here you will write the message. This one is a send, this one is a attach, and this is a emoticons. Okay, so what you have to do, whatever the email you want to send, in which message you want to send the others emails, so others emails write in the place of the to. Okay, and the subjects, whatever the subjects is, suppose that I am sending the photo, you will write in the subjects that photo. Okay, and you can write the message, the message in which I am sending the photo, so you can write this message over here. So once you have done, then click on this send, and this message is sent on that recipient in which you have written in this to portion. Okay, now this way you can send the messages to the other. So now you have know how to send the message to others by the help of this email. Now suppose if you want to attach some file, so here you can see this attached file is located here. If I zoom here, so you can find this, this is the attach option, and once you will click this attach option, then you can find a dialog box in which you can select your file, but you cannot select the large file here. So what is the solution for attaching a large file? So to attaching the large file, what we have to do, you have to just open www.vtransfer.com, and once you have clicked this, this option will be appear in your web page. And what you have to do, the message do you want to send to other, that email you will write over here, and your own email you have to write here, and your message should be here. And if you want to attach the file, which is a very larger file up to 2 GB, so you can just click on this plus icon, and once you have click on this plus icon, you can select, your dialog box will appear, and in that dialog box you can select your file. And once you have selected your file up to 2 GB, now click on this transfer option. Here is the transfer option you can find, and once you will click on this transfer option, the file can send on that recipient. Now the next one is adding signature email. So what is signature? A signature is a bit personalized text, such as a contact number to your or your favorite quote or your name, etc. These are the signature, and this type of signatures are inserted at the bottom of every email once you will send to other. Okay, like there is a message box, and which the same message you want to send all the recipient. So what you have to do, once you will click on this compose button, and then that message will be shown on the setting icon. Click on the setting icon, locate the signatures, enter it, click on the save changes. See, this one is a setting. Okay, and here you can see this setting, and then after locate the signature and enter it. Okay, so here you can find the signature. This one you can see the create now, and here is the signature, and you can create that signature over here. Now this way you can create, you can find a setting over here. Here you can find a setting, and the setting will open, and you can find a signature, and just click on this create new, and you can create you can write your contact number, you can write your name, you can write your address, whatever thing you want to write, and send the message to all the recipient, or you can insert that message in all the recipient. Once you will click on this compose button, every time you will click on this, you will find this message will be shown in the signatures that you have created. Okay, So this way you can create by the help of this. Go to this setting option and then go to this signature and create now option. Okay, now this, you know that we also use email in our mobile phone, in our smartphone also. Okay, and in our smartphone there are many contact saves. Okay, so we also can save many of the contacts in the email too. Why in the emails we are saving? Because every time, suppose we are changing our phone, and once you will change our phone, all the contacts is saved in the first phone. You have to write by own in the next phone. So it is very hard work to write all the contacts in the second phone. So to resolve this problem, the email services provide this contact feature. So in this contact feature, you just have to sync in the mobile phone so that all the contact will come in that mobile, in the another new mobile phone, so that you are not worried about to write all the contacts. Okay, so it is a very helpful thing provided by any other email account. So in the Gmail you can find the contact. Once you will click on this option, and you can find this contact, and you can just create your contact over here. Write name here, and this email here, and the mobile number here, and then you can save it. So this way you can save your contact, and you can also save in the mobile phone too, in the desktop too, and in any other devices. So now groups. Okay, so what is a group? Suppose that there is a mobile number are available, there are several contacts are available in your contact list. So you want to separate it. Suppose there is your friend's mobile number, your friend's contact number, or your relatives contact number. Okay, so you want to separate friends contact number and your relative contact numbers. You can create the group so that you can distinguish between relative contact number and students or your friends contact number. So we can create a group wherein we can club and store similar type of contacts. For example, family with email address of the family members, and office with email address of office colleagues, etc. So here you can create the label. Over here you can see contact option. When you will go, and here you can find create label, and once you will create a label, over here you can find this dialog box, and here you can give the name of the label. And once you have created the label, and in which you can create the group, and you can just merge that contact, in which you can make a group of that contact list. So this way you can create the group of your contact list. Now the final thing is all the things we have learned, and now we want to just log out of our email. So what we have to do, just click on this sign out option, and once you will click on this sign out option, and this option will be see over here when we will click over here. And once we have click on this option, you can find this sign out option. Once you will click on that sign out option, your email will be going close. So this way you can close your email account. Once your work will have finished, you can close your email account. Okay, so now this way you have understand how to create email and other features belongs to email services. You have to always learn